What's going on, guys? RecoilGamingTV here again, and I got something a little bit different today. I'm doing Killzone 3 commentary. It's a little different from what everybody else posts in Call of Duty. I figured it'd be kind of refreshing sometimes to see something besides Call of Duty. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for watching. Fairly new channel. You'll notice if you look at my videos that I've got 2 videos from back in January, I think. That was just when I got this channel up and running. But just recently, actually yesterday, I bought an HD PVR, and I plan to get this channel up and going off the ground, and just going from here. And I'm gonna have fun doing it because I love commentating. And you notice right here, there's some transitions. These Killzone games, even like the team death matches, they can go pretty long and get pretty boring at some parts. Whereas sometimes there's not a full lobby, so I cut some of the boring parts out. You just have to ignore it. I try to keep in a lot of like the action-packed parts where I got like double kills and triple kills and stuff. But yeah, but I hope you guys like this because I really enjoy playing Killzone 3, and it doesn't frustrate me as much as Call of Duty does to play this game. It's actually fun to play, and I've actually got a lot of other stuff lined up too, like Gotham City Imposters and the Medal of Honor, and a couple other games I'm just gonna record to relieve some of the Call of Duty stress that comes with commentating. But I had really just one topic I want to talk about today, and that was because it's currently 11 in the morning, and I had to get up at 6:30 this morning to go to football workouts for summer camp, I guess you could call it. I have to be at the school at like 7 to start workouts, and it doesn't end until 9:15 or 9:30 or so. And it's rough. If you play football, you know what I'm talking about, because it doesn't really vary from school to school how harsh sometimes football can be. And that's really what I want to talk about, is how far is too far sometimes with like football and stuff. And it's kind of weird because I'm the kicker, and the demand on a kicker, or the strain for a kicker, is not very high, especially when it comes to practice. You always get to leave early. Or at least I do. You go out there and you kick 30 or so field goals, you make them, you leave, and you're gone, and the other kids are like, screw you, you get to leave early, because I get to leave at least 2 hours earlier than they do. And but this is actually like the first time that the coaches wanted me to really participate in summer workouts with the whole team. And it's my senior year, and I guess he just really wants me to be there because seniors are supposed to be leaders and stuff. And so it's been really strenuous. It's only been for 2 days so far, and it's been really, really hard. Actually, the first day, we ran what we call agilities, and it's basically where you just do all these really quick cuts and stuff, but you run nonstop. It's like one after the other. You just keep running and making all these quick cuts. And I've never been one to think that I would throw up from running, but within like a couple minutes of doing this, my stomach was killing me. I don't know if it was because it was so early in the morning or what it was from, but I threw up at least 3 times just from the strain. And somehow I got paired up with a lineman. I think the coach did it on purpose because like the lineman protect the kicker. He wanted us to bond or whatever. But he paired us up, and the strain on my body was so hard and like that I lost. I threw up 3 or 4 times I think yesterday. And today wasn't as bad, but we ran these things that are called 110s, and it's like from end zone to end zone, and you just sprint as fast as you can 8 times. And I mean, by like the 6th or 7th one, you're wheezing, and your legs are trying to give out on you, and you're trying to finish it out and do what you need to do. But it can get really difficult, and it becomes a battle of like your willpower and not so much your physical strength. You just have to fight through it. But sometimes it seems like a lot of people put too much pressure on high school students in these high school sports, because sometimes people lose focus and they realize that it's not, high school is not really supposed to be about sports. I mean, for some people it is, because that's all they have. They may not be able to get like an academic scholarship or go to the college they want just off of money. And so they know they're athletically gifted, and so they try and use their talents to the best of their abilities to get into college. But I feel like sometimes the pressure that you put on high school students in a sport is too much, because in last year I remember I went out for like a game-winning PAT, I think. And you know, PATs for kickers are supposed to be automatic. You're supposed to just be able to put it through. But the pressure of just knowing that I was gonna win the game, and the game didn't even matter. The game didn't matter in our region schedule or whatever. But just the pressure of knowing that if I made it, we won, or if I didn't make it, we lost. It got to me in my head, and I ended up missing the kick, and it still haunts me this day because I will always remember that. Like every time I go out for a kick, I remember how you just have to stay focused. And sometimes I feel like that pressure on me was just way too much for me to stay focused or do what I needed to do and do it to the best of my ability because I was so worried of what the coach might do to me. And I think coaches have to have a certain like aura of fear around them. Like you have to respect your coach and you have to fear him, because my coach is he's definitely a man to be feared, because if you do something wrong, you better be ready to pay for it, because he'll make you do up downs or make you run until he's tired. That's just the way it is in sports. And I'm not sure if this is just something that is in where I live, with high school sports, or because it seems to be only football. I played soccer. I love soccer, and I played soccer with my school, and the strain wasn't as rough with that. And basketball, the basketball camp is this week too, and they talk about they love it. They don't really have that hard of a time at basketball camp. They just kind of work out and work on plays. And they work on plays and stuff. And but I think football really is just, it has that reputation of just being extremely hard and difficult to get through. And it definitely is. If you're not really willing to make a commitment to a sport, then you probably shouldn't play football, because every day you have to be at workouts. Every day you have to give it your all. You can't slack. You can't not do this or not do that. You have to give it your 100%, and sometimes you have to even give it more than 100%. Especially with me being a kicker, it feels like there really isn't that much that I can do for the team, but it really is. And every person on the team plays an important part in developing the full experience. But that looks like the end of the commentary, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.